Well, hello, Mr. Miller's class. I'm coming to you from the cold north, West Michigan, Muskegon. I knew Mr. Miller when he was your age. And now look at him. He's all teaching and everything. Anyway, I'm a friend of Mr. Miller's, and he asked me to come to you and let you know that I am special. Hey, you know what? Every one of you is special too. You are called to be who you are, and there's no one else like you in the whole world. Only you. Unique, never to be duplicated. They can't duplicate you. You're one of a kind. So anyway, I hope you have a good time in Mr. Miller's class. We're going to talk about a couple of things, and I'll introduce myself here a little bit. I'm Randy Herline, and I'm 64 years old. Back when I was 51, I lost my leg to cancer. I had to go to the Mayo Clinic. They cut my leg off. They wouldn't let me leave unless I gave them my right leg. So I did, because I wanted to leave. Anyway, that started my journey of being above knee amputee. Okay? Let me show you what I have to deal with. This is my fake leg. How you like that? There's major parts to it. The socket, my residual limb goes in there. Before I put it in there though, I have one of these. Yeah, I have to wrap this where this inside of this liner goes against my skin. The outside goes against the socket. So that's the socket. There's a knee, right? That knee has a gyroscope, a computer in it, processor, memory, battery. This battery in this lead works for 5 days. And then I have to charge it. It's magnetically charged right here on this back part. So it's waterproof. It's got pistons. This is a Bluetooth, so you can connect your phone to it, change your settings, resistance, stance flexion, stance extension, resistance on the stairs, resistance to sit down. There's all kinds of things that you just don't think about with your God-given knee. There's a rotator here, so when I'm wearing my leg, it makes it easier to get into my car, sit down. I bet you can't do that with your knee. Then you have a pylon that attaches it to the knee right here. This is a shock absorber. I'll show you what that looks like. I bet you can guess a few things what that might be made of. But it has to be able to absorb shock. It has to be able to absorb torsion, side to side play, because see, this foot is like rigid, and without that shock absorber, you know, it'd be like, I don't know, put your leg in a brace and see how well it turns. It doesn't turn. And then the foot has a cover on it, as you can see. They try to make it look like a foot. Yes, I have big feet, size 14. I'll show you what these feet look like. This is one of the feet I've had. See, it's split so it can articulate over rocks and stuff. The heel is split. This one is made of a different material. Where did the other one go? There it is. I tried to get ready for y'all. This one is made of carbon. And see, it's got a little bit different configuration. It does not have a split heel. But you can see it does have the shock absorber in it for torsion and up and down movement. Anyway, all these different materials combine to make up the leg. Now this leg is only probably 15% of your God-given leg that you're born with. There's no power in it, right? I just drag it through. And so it gets caught on stuff a lot of times. Anything that's a half an inch or taller in my path, I have to watch out for. So I watch every step. But I do pretty good. I went to the bottom of the Grand Canyon 10 years ago, and I believe it or not, I came back out without a helicopter. So we spent 5 days down in the bottom of the Grand Canyon, but I really hope you guys can explore all the different materials. Oh, by the way, this is titanium. This is stainless steel. This is some type of dynamic rubber product. Again, the foot is carbon on this one. Got some plastic covering for the foot. And this is a combination of carbon and plastic, the socket. The inside has a liner. Gives me a little bit of flex. I mean, can you imagine doing everything you do during a day with a ski boot on? Now in Chattanooga, I suppose not too many of you have ski boots, but when it holds your foot solid and you can't move it up and down or right or left, you get the idea. But it's an amazing creation from my prosthetist at Limb Lab in Rochester, Minnesota. And without this, I'd be in a wheelchair or on crutches. And let me tell you, you can't do all that much in wheelchairs or crutches. So again, I hope you enjoy Mr. Miller's class. If you have any questions, maybe Mr. Miller can call me. Just call me. You can. I'll answer questions over the phone. We can FaceTime or whatever on my phone. Have fun. Well, by the way, you can follow me as a Wandering Amputee on Instagram.